The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now Leonard Fournette. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Catch made. That's the rookie tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Pryor eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Foles. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
Well, people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here we go. At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now, operating from the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11th. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, Watson, flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Fournette. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down now, it's Cunningham, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll toss it down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in London. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Watson being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Hey, 59. Check. Hey, 31.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
25. 36.
Now Watson going to throw again. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 4th down, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Protein spill. Flat.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Foles now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. This is 4th down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Josh Oliver. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 22.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lamb. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They go back to the ground now with Fournette, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that.